Second time Arkansas's ever beaten the number one team. What are the emotions, and what was it like, after the game, celebrating with the crowd and that whole experience?
Yeah, I mean, I give our players a lot of credit. The last couple days in preparation, shoot around, they truly believed tonight that they were going to win the game. We talked about, not like being level. I thought a couple of years ago against Kentucky that we didn't run out of energy from a playing standpoint. We just emotionally, we got so sky high at the beginning. And I thought, when that thing went to overtime and we were in the huddle, I didn't sense any panic. We had a lot of players talking in the huddles, which I thought was a great sign. Really throughout the game, it wasn't just me. Early in the year, it was one voice. But we had a lot of guys talking about a lot of different things. We had guys suggesting plays and wrinkles to things. And, we did some unique things that we haven't done before, and they went out and executed them. We had a new baseline out of bounds play. We knew that they would put Kessler on the ball once in a while, regardless of who inbounded. And the staff did a great job of pulling JD to get a quick corner ISO. I thought that play was huge for us. I thought we did a great job defending as a team, defending them throughout especially the first half. We knew that Jabari Smith is really talented, and with his length, he's probably going to make some tough shots and shoot over you, which he certainly did. But we felt like he earned his points, and we felt like KD Johnson, we had to eliminate any clean looks he had, and I thought we did a great job of that. Most importantly, our transition defense was phenomenal, and that was something that we felt like we wanted them to play in half court. We wanted to try to get out and transition as much as we could. Devo, that was probably his best game, of the year for us. Obviously, we got to rebound the ball better, but to hold them under 40% just an incredible run defensively.
Rebounding, they were plus 16 in the first half, but only plus 2 the rest of the way. What was the difference there in the second half and overtime?
I just told the guys you're not playing if you don't rebound. At halftime, that was the only strategic thing. There was nothing that we could talk about. Maybe sharing the ball a little bit more on offense. But we were getting stops, and then we were blowing saves, and that's a term we use, is you can't get a defensive stop and work so hard against the number one team in the country, and then you give up all these offensive rebounds. But we played who we were going to play, and we wanted to space the floor a little bit, and we didn't want to go too big, and so they had some size advantages at certain positions.
Yeah, Eric, Auburn's had a lot of comeback wins this year, and they go ahead by 5 with about 2:30 left or something. You're thinking, boy, they're going to escape. But what did you guys do to force the overtime, and then obviously took over in overtime?
Yeah, I thought just, making them earn everything we could. It kept talking about just get to the cup, man, get free throws attempted. And, to have 32 tonight against, arguably the best shot blocking team that we faced since I've been here, the best shot blocking team that I've faced as a coach in college. But I thought we did a good job of getting into the body early, not late. You get into a shot blocker late by the rim, that's people talk about doing that. It's too late. It's going to get blocked. You got to get into the body early, 15 feet out. And I thought J.D. Note did a great job of that.
What do you think of J.D.'s game overall?
He took 20 shots, but he got to the line 14 times, and they're really good on both sides of the ball. We asked J.D. to do a lot. We had him in the first half, guarding number one, Wendell Green, and then obviously moved to DC Toney over there. But JD's got to guard a bigger guy when we take him off of Green, and he just puts so much pressure on the defense because his ability to get shots up. It's hard to get a shot up against a team that good defensively, and that well coached, and he was able to do that for us. And then the 14 FTAs was huge, and Jay Will's 7 free throws attempted really big, and Likes and Tony then making free throws when we needed them.
Yeah, Eric, you guys didn't have an offensive rebound or a second chance point in the first half, but Audice changed that pretty quickly in the second. Could you just maybe speak to the level of toughness that he played with in an environment that, you guys really needed a kind of a jolt of toughness?
Yeah, I mean, we
there.
mentioned it, at halftime, like, we told you guys to get back in transition, but we didn't tell you to be allergic to offensive rebounding. Like, you got to go to the glass and then get back. Like, it's a twofold thing. It's not shot goes up and get back. And Adisi's got a nose for the ball. And he's really hard to keep off the offensive glass, and I thought he did a great job. And JD had one in particular that was really, really big offensive rebound for us. So I thought those two guys in particular did a good job in the offensive glass, especially in the second half.
Coach, can you just talk about the defensive performance overall? I mean, held a team like Auburn under 40% from the field. And then on a night where you do give up a lot of offensive rebounds, you force them into 19 turnovers and converted those into quite a few points.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much credit. I got to just keep giving our guys credit because, I mean, there's not a lot of teams this particular time of the year in shoot-around. We did 4-man shell today. We called it a 4-man Auburn shell where we just removed one of their players but looked at actions. Then we went to a 5-man shell and looked at 5 pieces of the floor. We did that over and over and over, and it was semi-live today. And they keep buying in, and they keep talking in practice through things, which is what a mature team does. We talked about, not a high assist team, Auburn. So if it's not a high assist team, then the ball scores. The ball doesn't have eyes. And so we had to do a good job of collapsing and trying to be disruptive on the ball. And I thought we did that, obviously, to cause 19 turnovers.
Hey, Eric, I mean, what do you think of the post-game scene? And I was trying to get down here, but somebody said they saw you on TV and they thought you might have gotten jostled around some. Well, what did you think of that scene, and did you get – I hope nothing else got dislocated on you.
No, I mean, we had a plan to get me out of there right away, which we did. Not right away, but quickly enough. And then when I went out earlier today, the students were asking if we won, would I take my shirt off? So I said, yeah, I'm going to do it if we win. And so we took my shirt off when I went back out and wanted to celebrate with the students. I think the big thing is anytime there's a scene like that is you just want everybody to be safe, have fun, but not have any injuries or anything. And I mean, you don't get an opportunity to be in that type of environment often, but our guys deserved it.
What does this mean to you personally? I mean, Eddie Sutton's the only other Arkansas coach who's ever beaten number one. All the great things Nolan Richardson did, he didn't get a chance to be in number one. What does this mean to you personally? I
mean, it's. We still got a lot of games to play. I mean, I'm really happy that my daughter had dance tonight, and her dance teacher told her she had to go to dance and couldn't miss dance tonight, and she went, but was able to make the second half. And so my wife and daughter have never really been in the locker room except after an NCAA tournament win, and they came in tonight. My ex-wife flew in from San Francisco, so Michael's mom was here, and it's pretty cool. The only thing that sucks is my younger son Matthew had too many classes today, so he couldn't be here to experience it. But I mean, just to see the look of our parents, of our players after the game is really cool, and the scene in the locker room was good. They deserve it. I mean, we grind and we work hard, and to be able to take a moment of celebration like that's cool.
Your defense was really good again. I mean, Auburn, I guess they shot under 40s. What do you think of the defensive effort against a team with so many skilled guys?
Defense was incredible. I mean, it's we keep getting better defensively. Even sometimes when teams hit shots, Jabari Smith is a right-handed player that loves to go left. It takes a lot of scouting to pick that up, and then it's really hard for a student athlete or a college player to force a right-handed guy left. And so I give our guys a ton of credit for grasping the game plan. I said it last night on my radio show because Dr. Counts was at practice yesterday, and he watched it, and obviously he played here, and he said, how much do you really think that these guys grasp all the stuff that you just went through? And I told Dr. Counts, surprisingly, this group right now grasps the majority of what we tell them. And so I think that's where we've grown from earlier in the year. I mean, earlier in the year, we couldn't even tell guys to put a hand in the eyeball. They were just giving up horse shots. But through repetition, they've bought in and understand, how we have to play right now.
So was this crowd tonight the biggest crowd in Bud Walton history?
Kind of speechless about the crowd, to be honest with you. I mean, the student section, insane. I mean, you can go to basketball games, college basketball games all over the country. You can go for the next 50 years. There's not going to be a crowd that's better than that. There might be crowds close to that, but I doubt it. I hope that this is a beginning of, as we look towards the end of the rest of our home games, that we can continue to build on this. I know anybody that came in here, there's not anybody that walked out of here that didn't have fun at this game. That's a guarantee, unless it was an Auburn fan, and there weren't any.
Question, the win, the scene after, what kind of impact is that having recruiting, not just tonight but moving forward?
If I had you look at my phone a lot. Look, this is really big for the state, this game, because we know, we talked about it today, like all eyes in the whole state were going to be on this game. And then all eyes were going to be on it nationally, not to watch Arkansas. They were going to be on it to watch Auburn. We knew that. We're not ranked. We've been overlooked in a 9-game win streak, for sure, nationally. Completely overlooked. And tonight maybe we grabbed a little bit more attention nationally, which is good for our guys. You're calling it quits, Bob? That's the first time in 3 years you've called it quits. Seriously, Bob? I mean, he dropped the mic.
Coach, you told Alyssa Lane after the game that you felt like it was a little disrespectful that the Auburn team was dancing on the logo. Jalen and JD kind of echoed that same statement. How much do you think that kind of fueled your guys tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we have incredible respect for Coach Pearl, for his program. It's an incredible basketball team. But we watched it. It was on video. It was on Twitter. So we watched it before the game. The last thing we did, leaving our locker room, we met at 12. But, again, they're a uber-talented, excellent coach team. And, whatever. Like, we had to go play for 40 minutes, and I guess it was 45. And they had to go play for 40. And it was a great basketball game. I mean, they competed hard, meaning Auburn, and played with great intensity, and so did our guys. Thought you had a deadline. I took the sling off, took the shirt off, and then went back out and celebrated. No, I had the sling on. I put the sling back on.
BetOnline has you covered for all the holiday season. More props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline remains your #1 spot for all sports action. Head to our new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus with the promo code BELIEVE to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV to receive your bonus. And it's not just football. BetOnline has pro and college hoops, NHL, boxing, UFC, even your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all these amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports.